When you're ready, you can turn around the car. So you can turn around the car when you're ready. Just take a deep breath, and think about what you need to do with the reverse gear.
I need to reverse.
Yeah, but what do you do before how do you put it in reverse?
I put the gear in.
So you need to pull that.
I need to pull the. Yes.
And at this intersection, you can go straight. You are on the wrong side of the road.
Straight?
Yeah, straight. So with this, we're just gonna do like 30 to 40 minutes, like the normal test. Okay. So if I don't give you directions, you just need to follow the road. And you might need to follow signs, road markings. If I tell you go right, you need to know which lane to use.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything from now on is pretty much like test.
Okay.
Okay.
I have some questions about.
Oh, you have questions
about the car. For what is this one here? These two.
Which one?
This one and this one.
That's the indicator.
No, this one only.
Oh, that controls the lights, the settings of the lights. Any other questions?
No, I don't think so. This is different, no? This I don't have
that's the cruise control.
The cruise control?
Cruise control.
What does it mean?
So if you're driving on the highway or something like that, you might just like activate that, and then the car will actually keep you within a certain speed. So if you set it 100, it will keep doing 100 until you press the brake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're driving a long distance, that's pretty handy because you don't have to accelerate. The car will do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, no, I think that pretty much everything is good.
Okay, all good. All right, so I'm gonna ask you questions about the car.
Yeah.
Just put this one here. Can you show me how you demist the front windscreen?
The front what?
The front demister.
You just turn here, right?
That's the wipers.
At the start of the mock test, I asked Tom to show me certain vehicle controls. He gets most of them correct, but he does not know about demisters.
Here with this one?
No. So do you know what the demister is?
The demister, I think that is the lines that cross the windows. Like if you want to put some temperature in it.
That's the washers. So if there is fog on the windscreen, what do you do?
I clean it.
Okay, that's okay. It's actually this one here. So that's the front.
Yeah.
And this is the back one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just I don't know where it's the mystery.
Oh, okay. Hazard lights.
Here I have the hazard.
Yeah,
lights.
good. And then turn on the headlights, please.
The headlights is the higher ones.
So the headlights.
Headlights.
Yeah, the lights. Yeah, the front lights and the high beams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So whenever you're ready, you can drive off. I'll tell you where to go.
Good observations before moving off. good gear choice for this speed bump. Also, good job leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles.
You can take the street on your right.
Good right turn.
And then at the end of this street, turn right.
At the end of the street, Tom does a good right turn with proper observations and good gear selection.
Okay, just in front of this car here,
Yeah.
you can pull over. Okay. Do you want to reverse a little bit for me, please?
Before reversing, Tom does well to check the mirrors but does not check the right hand side blind spot. He also stores the car but reacts very well.
Okay, that should do. When you're ready, you can turn around the car.
Coming up is Tom's first critical driving error. I ask him to turn around the car and he gets the reversing gear mixed up. It gets a bit messy actually and Tom stresses out a bit. To be fair, this was Tom's first time driving this car. The critical driving error is rolling forward while trying to reverse. I end up stepping in and pointing out the problem. His reaction says it all.
So you can turn around the car when you're ready.
So it's not used to my car.
Just take a deep breath, and think about what you need to do with the reverse
I
gear.
need to reverse.
Yeah, but what do you do before how do you put it in reverse?
I put the gear in.
So you need to pull that.
I need to pull the. Yes.
Yeah, just take it easy. Take your time.
When moving off, Tom does not do a shoulder check.
And then take the next street on the right, please.
Good right turn.
At this intersection coming up, follow the road.
Follow the road, you mean to go straight?
Yeah.
Good observations at this crossroad.
And then go right at the end.
At this intersection, Tom lets out the clutch too quickly, which results in a car jerking. This is a non-critical driving error.
Okay, this intersection here, you can go straight.
Well done stopping at this stop sign. There are vehicles parked on both sides of this road, and Tom does well to adjust the speed and to leave a safe gap between us and parked vehicles.
And then go left at the end.
Good left turn.
At the end of this
Here
street,
also, Tom leaves a
turn right.
safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Good right turn. Good speed management on this 50 kilometers per hour street.
and then I'm gonna get you to take the first street on your left.
Good left turn. When going straight, we should just scan through the intersection and not slow down, as we are not facing any giveaway sign or stop sign. Tom slows down to check left and right, which is a non-critical driving error.
And then you can use this street on your right to do a U-turn. So using the street on your right, make a U-turn.
I asked Tom to do a U-turn using the street on the right, but he makes two non-critical driving errors. First, he positions the car too far left instead of positioning it in the middle. This can easily become a critical error if there are cars following us from behind, as they may assume that we are pulling over, but luckily there wasn't any cars. Also, at this point, Tom should change the indicator to left and carry out more observations. He does not check nor indicate.
And you can take the first street on your right.
Again, Tom slows down too much for no reason, which is a non-critical driving error. In this situation, there are no oncoming vehicles, so all we have to do is to scan both sides and complete the turn without stopping.
So why do you stop there?
Feel like I stop?
Almost.
Almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to stop or?
No. No, I didn't need to stop in there.
Okay. So you don't have to stop because there's actually no giveaway sign.
Yeah.
You can go right on this street here.
I felt like I had to slow down. Yes, very possible now.
So these people have to give way to you.
This time, Tom does well with this right turn.
At this intersection coming up, you can go right.
When turning right, we have to give way to vehicles going straight. In this scenario, the driver of the blue car seems to be in no hurry, so they let Tom turn first.
And then you can take the first street on your left.
Good left turn.
On my left?
You just straight ahead, please. At this intersection coming up, we're gonna go straight ahead.
Tom does well to stop and give way at this intersection. Good speed management on this 50 km/h street.
At this roundabout, you can follow the road straight ahead.
At this roundabout, Tom does well to slow down and carry out observations, and also does well to use second gear. However, he forgets to indicate left when exiting the roundabout.
And then at the end of the street, turn left, please.
At this left turn, Tom does not turn on time and ends up making a wide left turn.
And then take this first street on your right.
Good right turn.
At this intersection coming up, you can go right.
Again, Tom does a good right turn.
And then take the first street on your right, so this road here.
This right turn is also good. Good speed management at the school zone.
And at this intersection you can go straight.
Coming up is another critical driving error. I asked Tom to follow the road at the staggered crossroad, and he doesn't position the car correctly and ends up on the wrong side of the road. I might say that many learner drivers that I've brought to this intersection also find this intersection weird.
You are on the wrong side of the road.
Tom also indicates right while going straight, which is a non-critical driving error.
Straight.
Yes, straight, please. And then at the end of the street, go right.
Good right turn.
And then go left.
Good left turn.
Just straight ahead.
Straight.
Yeah, so remember, if no direction, you just follow the road. Yeah?
Well done stopping at this stop sign. When moving off from this stop sign, Tom lets the clutch out too fast, which is a non-critical driving error. You can actually hear the tires spinning.
At this intersection coming up, you can go left.
Tom does well at this crossroad. Well done, leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles.
And at these traffic lights you can go right.
At this set of traffic lights, Tom struggles with doing a hill start. He doesn't let the clutch out enough and rolls back quite a bit, which is a critical driving error. He manages to move off, but the car jerks. Good speed management on this 60 kilometers per hour street.
At this set of traffic lights you can go right.
Good lane selection turning right at traffic lights.
Okay, can you see that blue car parked on the left there? Just park behind it, yeah. Just park behind the blue car.
I asked Tom to park behind the blue car and he chooses to do a reverse parallel park, which is completely fine. However, he does not do any shoulder checks before reversing. Also, he should carry out more observations when doing this reverse parallel park.
Yeah, the neutral, and that's it. That's all. You can leave the car on though. It's a little bit hot outside, so you want to leave the car on so that we get some aircon. Yeah, just the engine. You can start the engine. So you go neutral. Yeah, that's it. You can leave it like that.
We've come to the end of this mock test, and it's now time for feedback.
Alright, so what do you think?
I was a little bit nervous before the test, I feel. And still, because I didn't know where was the reverse, I was getting quite confused here, changing the gear. And yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to the accelerator. Yeah, like a couple of mistakes.
Yeah. Alright, so let me go through this quickly. I understand that this is your first time to drive this car, okay? So, but if you make a mistake once, you put the car in gear and it's not going back. You need to think a little bit. What are you doing wrong? Okay. So look at this diagram. Every car mod pretty much has this. Look at it and then make sure you're following the. Because you did practice at the start. But I think when you started the mock test, you were very nervous, and obviously that's what happened. Okay. So yeah, the stalling. That wasn't when the car went off. Remember when you were reversing in a straight line?
Yes.
I think what you were trying to do, you were trying not to coast.
Yes.
But on the hill, there's no way you have to coast if you're reversing, because if you remove the clutch, the car's gonna go very fast, or maybe it's gonna stop. So it's okay when you're doing maneuvers briefly to ride the clutch. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that we were in a hill in the moment, and just when you switched through, I was trying to not to clutch.
So that's a non-critical driving error though. And then you put the car in the wrong gear, so that's when you selected. First you went to 6.
Yes.
And then next I think you went to like 3 or 1. Okay, so you need to get the correct gear. But when you rode forward though on that 3.10, that was a critical driving mistake, because I actually have to press the brake. So remember, you put it in the wrong gear. I think you put it in 1 and the car went forward.
Yes.
So I had to brake there, because I braked for you. That's a critical mistake.
Okay.
Rolls back. On a hill as well, you did roll back. So usually if you're driving a new car, you need to know to try and find, you know what the biting point is?
No, what means biting point? Where I don't know exactly, but I feel like it's when you accelerate and clutch at the same time, to a point that
it's like
the momentum.
Yeah. So yeah, that's correct. So if you go gear 1, for example, and then put the clutch out slowly, so you're gonna feel the engine vibrating.
Yes.
That's the biting point. So usually, if you haven't really found that, you shouldn't be letting the handbrake go, because the car is gonna roll backwards. Yeah. So you do what you were doing before, so which is you accelerate, and then you bring out the clutch slowly, and then you can handbrake down, and it's always gonna go. The car will always go forward. Yeah. So just make sure that when you're driving a new vehicle, you need to really get that biting point. Because you were letting the handbrake down before you are at the biting point. And every car will have a different biting point.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, you're gonna do the test in your car, so you probably already know how to do hill starts. Not enough looking behind for the straight reverse.
Before did the straight reverse at the start. You
were relying mostly on the mirrors, so you need to physically look behind a bit more. Okay. Left turn position after. So when you're turning left, you're going a little bit wide. So you've got an intersection, T intersection like this one. You're turning left, you're like going, instead of
closer.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on the left. You're going a little bit wide and then we're coming back. Yeah. U-turn on the right. Have you done that U-turn before? Remember when I asked you to do a U-turn?
Yes.
So you are here. You went like this. Before you come back, you need to change your indicator to left, and you need to check this road, this lane here. Make sure no one is coming from that side. But you came here, you checked, and then you immediately turned around.
Yeah, maybe because it was a dead road here, but yes, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so you enter the street a bit, come back around, but you need to check here before you go.
And I need to indicate
Left.
left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think also your position before when you started too far to this side.
Yeah.
A U-turn is like a right turn. You treat it as a right turn. So you should start as if you're turning right, which is in the middle. So that cars behind you, they can overtake and keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
But the big mistake without looking is a non-critical error, but you need to check.
Yeah.
Rolls back doing a hill start. That's the traffic lights. The car went back a bit. If there was someone behind, we'd probably be very close to them. I think that's a critical error. Because the road back, you compromised safety a little bit there. It was a bit, the car went back quite a bit and then you went forward. So you need to, again, that's the problem, is the biting point. And then when we were going straight, obviously, most people, you were not the only one. Everyone get that place wrong. So
Yes,
it's the one where you drove on the wrong side.
I was surprised I was in the moment on the wrong side.
Yeah, so at least you know if your examiner takes you there, you
Yes.
know that's, it's like you need to go a bit left because there's a dividing line there.
I was just worried for the two ladies that were coming with the car right in front of us.
Okay.
Did you see that they were on the street?
Okay.
I was just worried for them because they were literally on the street. They were not in the pedestrian side.
And then after that place as well, when you drove on the wrong side of the road, you were going straight and you put on a right indicator. You shouldn't have indicated right. Unnecessary giving way. So let's draw this. If you got an intersection like this is a crossroad. Every crossroad will have a giveaway sign, or it can even have a stop sign on one side.
Yeah.
So if you're coming from here and there's a car coming from here and you're going straight, or you're turning left, or you're turning right, who has the right of way? Yeah, you have a right of way. You shouldn't even slow down here. I mean, you do when you're turning, yes, or like if you're going right. But if you're going straight, you should not slow down. Only if there's an emergency. So if this person maybe like cut you off, that's when you need to slow down. But yeah, I don't know how that will go in the driving test. You'll be really lucky to get away with it, because this is like the giving way rules. So you need to, like, if you're going straight or if you're going right. If you're going right, you might need to give way to. You need to give way to traffic coming from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But if you're going straight, going left, no need to give way. So if you're going right and there is no car here, you have to keep moving. Okay. Do you have any questions with this one?
No, with this one I know that I was quite nervous, to be honest. I feel like I usually am more confident driving, especially in my car.
Okay.
But yes, I was very
You were
nervous.
nervous because of a different car, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you this one here.
Thank you.